DarkDeveloper, where imagination becomes reality. Last time we set up GDevelop and looked at the editor. Today we're going to begin making our game. Go to GDevelop and press Create New Game. Scroll up and you can choose from one of the templates here, but we're going to start from scratch with an empty project. Name your game. I'm going to call it Bouncy. And I'm going to optimize for pixel art. You can choose how big you want the landscape to be, but I keep the desktop and mobile landscape. Then press Create New Game. The game will take a while to load. Once it's finished loading, we're going to start by adding a player. So go to Add Object, and you can choose an object from the asset store, like asset packs, characters, props, and so on. Of course, to start with, you're probably going to want to add some characters, or you can create your own object. So a new object from scratch, add a sprite, and you can either import an image from your files or create with Pascal, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a simple square, a blue square. Right, here we go. Then press Save, and name your sprite. I'm going to call it Player, and apply. Then once you've done that, drag the player into the black box outline you can see here. This is the scene, so anything outside this box will not show up when you press preview, which will show you scene. This is when the player is inside the box, as you can see it. But if I move the player outside of the box, and press preview, you can't see the player. So I'm going to move it back into the box. Now let's make this more interesting by adding a platform our player can actually run on. Let's go to here, the plus button, and add a new object. I'm going to go to the asset store, type grass. Scroll down. As you can see, there are a whole bunch of grass assets, whether it's grass with animations, grass backgrounds, or what we're looking for, a grass tiled sprite. Click that and add it to the scene. Bring the grass into the scene and put it below the player. Now if you press preview, actually we have to do something first. If we go to player, we need to add a behavior to our player. This will allow the player to move around. So what we need is the platform character who can jump and run on platforms. And here are the different things you can change about it, like the gravity. If you increase the gravity, the jump becomes, you don't jump as high. If you increase the jump speed, you also jump faster, and vice versa for both of them. Then you can grab platform ledges if you want to, and acceleration, deceleration, how fast you go, how slow you go, your maximum speed, and you can just play around with those behaviors yourself and see what you prefer. But we're going to press apply. But if you press preview, you'll see that the player, it will fall down, but it will fall through the platform. That's because the platform needs a behavior itself. You can edit behaviors, add a behavior, and it needs the platform behavior. And you can't really do much with the platform behavior, but it basically allows the player to go on the platform. So if you press apply and go to preview now, the player will land on the platform and you can move around on it. And spacebar to jump, and it automatically has default arrow keys. So now let's expand this land a bit more. You can duplicate and edit and shrink the grass, make it taller. However, this is a tiled sprite, so I'll just create duplicates on top of it. So I prefer to not really do that. Shrink the grass, make it taller, duplicate this, and just move it around. Of course, you can just use Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. That's much faster. And that's it. Now you have a player who can run, jump and land on platforms with just 2 behaviours. Next time we'll take it a step further by adding a camera that follows the player and start shaping the level of design. If you learned something today or made your own version, drop a comment and let me know how it's going. Thanks for watching.